2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. For the Cavaliers, they want to come out of the gate strong tonight. We've heard them talk about establishing the upper hand right away, not sitting back and playing it safe in the early stages. Tonight, two teams that have had great success, the kind of battle that could have future ramifications. Kenny, these teams may have to play each other again down the road in the playoffs. How can they set the tone here?
Oh, send a message. And even if you got to write it and give it to the ball boy to take down to the other bench, you send that message that we're here to play, and this is how it's going to be today, tomorrow, and in the future.
And as a player, you look forward to these matchups, Ernie, because as a team, you learn where you guys stand against the best.
And now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
We come to you tonight from the shores of Lake Erie as the streets of downtown Cleveland, Ohio are alive with activity. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin, LeBron James does not mind being a vocal leader. He said conflict was just part of the game for me growing up. I played outdoors, and if you didn't win, you might not play again for the rest of the day. Now I'm the leader of this team, and I expect nothing less than greatness out of all of us. I'm going to hold everyone accountable, including myself. Kevin?
And that's so great to hear, D.A. LeBron is a proven leader and champion, as we all know, expects to contend for a championship every year.
And anytime you think about the Pacers, really hard to forget their recent dominance in the East now. I mean, in 2013, they were one win away from the NBA Finals. In 2014, they earned the #1 seed in the East, and then it kind of snowballed south since then.
So Indiana wins the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Indiana, Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Young and Turner up front, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. Now here is Hill, following the miss by Miles Turner. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty, an incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Now, here is Young, drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got himself on the board with 3 there. And for the Pacers, 2 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals, they seem poised for a long run. Clark, what happened?
Well, they changed direction. They had 3 all-star caliber players in Lance Stephenson, Roy Hibbert, and Paul George, and David West was an anchor of that team as well. Stevenson left. The league seemed to figure out Hibbert, and PG broke his leg, and just like that, their fortunes changed. And I think, too, the way the league was changing in terms of style of play impacted the decision, too.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick, and if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Now here is Hill, and a wide open look for Hood. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hood's got his first basket.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
Here's Bogdanovich. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history. And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The drive by Collison misses in close.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
Here's LeBron. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Here's Collison. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, Darren Collison going through the free agency process this last summer. Greg, Indiana jumped at the chance to add him to the roster.
Yeah, and with Collison and his ability to play in so many ways, that is what made teams go after him. He doesn't always take a big signing to change the complexity of a team. Getting solid contributors like Collison go a long way in building the foundation of a team.
First one falls for him.
Boy, you go back to Darren Collison's career at UCLA, very distinguished, and he's turned himself into a starting caliber pro, too.
Collison hits them both.
And a Kyrie's trade demand over the summer, a reflection of his frayed relationship with LeBron. James, with a forceful personality, it seems that may have grated on Irving.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
And LeBron remains an outspoken leader on this Cavs team. Still interesting, though, to see whether he alters his style somewhat in light of the Kyrie situation. Perhaps leaving more to the coaches and looking to blend in more with his teammates.
Here's LeBron after Darren Collison's bucket. James in the post. He is covered by Bogdanovich. James misses. And the call will be against George Hill. That's foul number 2 for him.
Got to be more careful. Can't pick up 2 fouls this early on. You just can't.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Hill. Outside Collison. Kicks it to Oladipo. Fires the 3. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Oladipo's got his first 3 points of the game. Hood the pass to LeBron. Green the screen. Looking to end the run. And James with the nice bucket inside. James has got 10 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
There's the pick. Shot off the screen. Baseline J on the way. Will not go. This is off the front iron. He dishes it to Clarkson. Back to James. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer. But they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Off the inbound pass. He can't hit that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Oladipo outside. Pass to Young. Collison gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Love kicks to James. Cleveland moving it around. Clock at 6. Back to Clarkson. Over Collison. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And you got to give it up for Clarkson. I mean, he's a natural from mid-range.
Outside Collison. The kick out to Young. Plenty of space. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Cavaliers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Pass to LeBron. Back to Clarkson. And the wide open shot from Green. Cleveland gets it back. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Turner with a screen for Collison. Good on the three-point shot. Collison's got 7.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
Now here's Love. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Hood drives in, and it's sent back by Turner. Oladipo outside. And here's Young from the arc, and the Pacers another 3. Well, Clark, we know one thing. You are a connoisseur of scoring in the post. Which players, in your opinion, do you love to watch go to work on the block?
I tell you, DeMarcus Cousins is really good down there. He's got all of the tricks, and he's got size and great footwork, pretty decent athleticism as well. Karl Anthony Towns, very proficient. But again, I go back to my man, Zach Randolph. I mean, he's close to the ground. He's a lefty. And Zebo just gets it done in a way that I enjoy.
Here's Oladipo following the score by Cleveland. And good that time. He has 5.
How can you defend Oladipo any better than that? I mean, just exceptional at getting shots up and over the outstretched arms of the defense.
Love with the screen on Collison. Green, the screen. Inside, out to Hood. Over Oladipo. And it's Hood again missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Collison kicks to Oladipo. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Now it's a 7-point Pacer lead. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Here's LeBron. There's the dish to Clarkson. It's a pick by Love. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Now here's Collison. He's got 7. Turner dishes to Oladipo. Young for 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. A different look now for Cleveland. Nance comes in for Green, and Smith subbed in for Hood. Indiana also making some changes. Sabonis comes in for Thaddeus Young, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. Joseph with the ball. Turner with the screen. Oladipo for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Dishes it to Clarkson. In the corner, Nance with it. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Now it's just a 3-point Pacer lead. And the Pacers shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Joseph against Smith. And the rejection by Love. James kicks to Love. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
He just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
Jose Calderon, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Booker, he's checked in for the Pacers. Lance Stevenson comes in for Bogdanovich. And Joseph kicks to Oladipo. Oladipo with a screen on Smith. With some arc, Stevenson can't hit.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And here's Booker after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. Booker the pass to Joseph. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for James. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Smith in the post. He's guarded by Stevenson. Smith, no luck. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Pass to Booker. To stop the drought. And it's good for 2. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Love seeing Booker work on that mid-range jumper, Kevin. Another shot he has seamlessly worked into his quiver of shots.
Now here's Calderon. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Nance a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Calderon dishes to Love. Here's Nance. It's deflected.
I think the athleticism of Oladipo is what makes him a plus defender who can actually get his share of blocked shots even though he's not that big.
Now here's Oladipo. 8 points for him. Pulls it from the elbow. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Now it's a 4-point Pacer lead. Smith kicks to Love. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Booker with the screen for Oladipo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Pacers have lived on mid-range jump shots for sure.
Yeah, they've got guys who can make them now. I mean, nevertheless, the way the league's going, it's hard to score at an elite level without getting more threes and baskets at the rim. I mean, it's pretty clear that threes and paint points are how you survive and do well in the league.
And this Cavs payroll last season, I mean, the highest in NBA history with luxury tax penalties in the tens of millions. And we saw some friction as they looked to control salary, and LeBron pushed them to add more talent.
Now here's Nance. Nance with another miss. Here's Stevenson. Oladipo right side. Korver with the defensive effort. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him, nothing throws him off his game.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Yep, firing with confidence, in rhythm, Greg. I mean, not allowing the defense to take a break.
J.R. Smith out there with Nance. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Calderon in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, "The mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player." Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Indiana.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
The first one falls. In the post, Clark, you were as polished as they come. I watched it with my own eyes and loved the way you play. Just how important, when you go back to that time, is footwork for a big man in the NBA?
Well, I think it's everything, regardless of what size you are, big or small. Fundamentally sound footwork is essential to being a solid offensive basketball player. And as a guy who played inside and out, it was something I took pride in. And I wasn't the greatest athlete, a decent athlete, so my footwork allowed me to gain an advantage against bigger guys.
Now here's Calderon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Love. Booker pulls it in.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Joseph kicks to Booker. Oladipo outside. Indiana moving the ball around. Booker with the screen for Stevenson. Over Nance. Got a hand on it. Joseph against Calderon. Smith outside. It's a pick by Love. And he banks in the layup. Love's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Joseph. Booker outside. Back to Joseph. With his first shot attempt. Indiana again missing. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. To the middle. Tips it.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Oladipo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Love.
Oladipo determined that time to get to the basket and forced the defense to foul him by driving right in there.
Pacers have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
That free throw good from Oladipo.
Oladipo's become a very efficient combo guard, somebody who can score the ball at a high clip as well as get the ball to open teammates when necessary.
George Hill's checked in for the Cavaliers. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And really, as recently as 2014, the Pacers were a team with that old school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster looking to space the floor and really fire it up on offense.
Now here's Love. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Love's got 6 points in the quarter. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And Booker kicks to Oladipo. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. And the Pacers now looking to revamp how they approach things. The rebuild is on, it would appear.
Yeah, and a good time to do it when they saw Paul George would be leaving. It won't be easy to make the transition, but the Pacers do have a good collection of young talent.
Here is Love. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo, charity stripe shot. That one a little long.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And when Oladipo finds a comfort zone on the offensive end, man, he's hard to stop. He's a juggernaut offensively when he gets it going.
And so here's Cleveland after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Here's Smith. The stupendous finish in traffic. Smith's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Stevenson against Smith. Second chance effort, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
That free throw good from Stevenson. Well, Clark, you had the distinct honor of playing horse against the former president of the U.S., Barack Obama. You lost that game, I don't want to remind you, but I want an honest answer. Did you let him win that contest?
Kevin, the deal is that it was an unbelievable privilege to play POTUS. We changed the letters of that game back in 2010, and I let the president up. I gave him life after I had him down, and he took advantage of turning the momentum in his favor. He won fair and square. I did give him an opportunity to win, but he's on top in that matchup, and I think it ended up being good television. And while some of my former teammates look at me with disdain for having lost a horse game to the president, I think it was all intended to end just the way it did.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard, he's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first-team All-Rookie and continues to develop.
Now here's Collison. He's got 7. Young outside. Turner with a screen on Nance. Here's Young. Cavaliers with the rebound. Nance has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now Hill looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's James. Over in the corner, Green. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Back to Young. A 3-ball. Hits it from 3-point range. Young's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Nance a screen. And here's Clarkson. He's got 7. Green kicks to LeBron. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside, Bogdanovich. In the corner, it's Stevenson. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Hill passes to Nance. Nance a screen. LeBron kicks to Nance. Shoots over Turner. Nance, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Stevenson drives in. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
Now here's LeBron. 10 points for him. Fades away. Nance with another miss.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Stevenson outside. Young outside. Off target from 3-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 5. In the corner, it's James. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And it's 13 points for LeBron.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
The drive by Collison. Nance with some nice D.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
James dishes to Hill. Green kicks to James. Nance a screen. Jeff Green on the wing, defended by Young, and he gets the bucket. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, that was a terribly difficult shot, but still, somehow, some way, it went down. Wow.
Bogdanovich passes to Turner. Outside Hill. The pass to Clarkson. LeBron James on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And LeBron James has openly stated very publicly, especially last year in the finals, he is chasing Michael Jordan. He wants to be the best ever.
And at this point, he might be top 2. Jordan with 6 titles. Hard to see LeBron surpassing that. But just to be in the conversation with the GOAT is an achievement in and of itself.
That free throw, no good.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
And Cleveland making a change here. Hood's checked in. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And so it's Indiana with it. Now here's Collison. He's got 7. The kick out to Young. And the 3 off target.
Oh, I'm surprised he couldn't put that away. I mean, the defense clearly botched an assignment, leaving him open.
Clarkson with the ball. He has 7. Outside, Green. A 3-pointer off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And for 3, Collison. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
DC accurate from long range when he gets a clean look. He's lights out.
James against Bogdanovich. Nance sets a screen for LeBron. Down low. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Turner.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Bogdanovich dishes to Turner.
Jump ball. You too.
And so it's Indiana with it. And Young kicks to Collison. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Stevenson for 3. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got 5 rebounds tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Nance a screen. Bogdanovich against James. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now here's Collison. 10 points for him. It's good. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Always enjoy solid, good passing. Easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
Clarkson kicks to Hood. Green the screen. Stevenson against Hood. Nance a screen. Goes up off the pick. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hood gets the bucket.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Outside Collison. Young in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Really good alertness from Young there, who was in perfect position on the catch and shoot.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Teron Lou. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run in transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Teron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
You been working out?
LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland and East 4th Street, right in the heart of it all. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Young and Turner up front. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. The Pacers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Collison kicks to Young. Oladipo against Hood. Here's Turner, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Well, a lot of optimism around young big man Miles Turner. Nate McMillan compared him to LaMarcus Aldridge, who, of course, McMillan coached in Portland. Clark, can you see that?
Oh, no doubt. Both are 6'11"-ish, and both can really shoot the ball. Turner may be a better three-point shooter right now than Aldridge, but I think he's got to grow into being more effective in the post. He's more of a rim protector right now than Aldridge, but like L.A., I think he has a chance to be an all-star.
That free throw good from Turner.
At 6'11" and 243 pounds, Turner is physically imposing. He's a big man, though, with a delicate shooting touch from outside.
Now here's James. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Got to find a way to energize themselves, get going. 0 for 3, and they're looking for their rhythm right now.
They get it back. Shots good from Young.
You know, those are the plays where you really see Young's quickness off the floor. He's got a great, quick second jump, which leads to second chance scores.
Green, the screen. Love with the screen on Bogdanovich. Green, and it's sent back by Turner.
You know, sometimes dress can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net. Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Here's Hill. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Green, the screen. Hill kicks to Love. Will it go? And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you all may have heard this before, but I can't resist this fun fact about Kevin Love. His uncle was one of the founding members of the band The Beach Boys.
The Cavaliers have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
The first free throw is good. Good on both.
Well, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
Oladipo outside. Back to Collison. There's the pick. Down low. The kick out to Young. There's the triple. Here's Turner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Turner's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Hill drives in from the arc. once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And you know when he gets that close, Young is going to finish with a dunk.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. James outside. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
And you see Bogdanovich, 6'8" at times, listed at shooting guard. GA, is he a 2?
No. If anything, I think he's often better defending power forwards than he is against the wings, in part because you're not going to look to post that position in the way the game is played today. This guy is skilled and tough, but doesn't have the great foot speed defensively, so I think that's to his advantage to guard those guys.
Free throw good, James. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Collison kicks to Young. It's Oladipo on the wing. Back to Young. Turner with the screen for the 3. And that's collected by Love. Love's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Now here's Love. 10 points for him. And the 3 ball is good. Hood's got 10 points.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Here's Young. He's got 16. They double him with Green. Back to Collison. Young in the corner. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got his 7th assist in the game.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
And the shot is good.
And Collison's quickness enabling him to slice to the rim there.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. James outside. And James throws it down hard.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Now here's Collison. He's got 12. Turner with the screen. Off the pick. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited. They're up right now because he's been dominant on offense. And, man, I like seeing him catch fire like this.
Hill passes to Love. It's Hill on the wing. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Pacers leading by 8. Oladipo dishes to Young. Turner with a screen for Young. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you've got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Now, here is Hill. Outside Hood. Over Oladipo. That's in. And the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Hood.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. And Rodney Hood played one season at Mississippi State, then transferred, played another season at Duke. A good floor spacer, Greg, at 6'8".
You know, it's his in-between game that impresses me. Able to beat his man off the dribble. He can hit that little pull-up or drop it off to a teammate. This guy continues to improve.
Cavaliers with some changes. Smith checked in for Green, and it's Calderon in for Rodney Hood. Indiana also making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Booker comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Now here's Bogdanovich over Smith. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 4 points in the quarter.
Really good work off the screen there. You know, Bogdanovich creating that space to get his shot off. Nicely done.
The drive by James.
Signature bucket for him on that possession. They can get themselves in front quickly with a few more like that.
Pacers leading by 6. Oladipo outside. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
I look at Sabonis as a terrific stretch four. He's a guy who can play either power forward or center, and he has excellent length and a nice touch.
Now here's Nance. Nance a screen on Bogdanovich. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from James.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
There's the pick. Here's Booker. Love grabs the board. For Cleveland, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Calderon kicks to Nance. Over Booker, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
To the inside, Sabonis, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Clarkson's checked in.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Pulls up for 3. Booker pulls it in. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Smith against Oladipo. Smith with some nice D. The steal. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Sabonis has got the lead up to 9 now for Indiana.
And you know, Sabonis can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's always prepared to get his shot up.
Here's Nance. And another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Nance has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 17.
And I tell you, Oladipo really putting defenders in a tough spot. I mean, using his length outstandingly to draw these fouls.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Yeah, you know, he had a lot of misses for him. And it looked to me as though he just never was comfortable from the foul line. And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. The Cavaliers trail by 8. LeBron passes to Nance. He kicks it to Clarkson. Down low. Here's LeBron. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. LeBron's got 29.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And Oladipo kicks to Sabonis. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Sabonis has got 9 points now in just the second half. Oladipo against Smith. Nance a screen on Booker. Smith dishes to Nance. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Nance has got 10 points.
And, you know, with Nate McMillan taking over the Pacers last season, their offense was much improved. He had a good stint as a head coach in both Seattle and Portland, but there was some slippage defensively with the Pacers, and now it's about striking the right balance between offensive prowess and defensive improvement.
Clarkson passes to LeBron. On the play, basket count, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And the Pacers, Clark looking to up the pace. In some ways, that made McMillan a surprising choice. His teams in Portland, for instance, some of the slowest in the league.
Well, their pace actually went down some, Kevin. McMillan is accustomed to going small with shooting big men, and that certainly fits.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And the shot goes down. And that's now 20 points for Victor Oladipo.
And when you give Oladipo a running start, he's going to torch you, plain and simple.
Clarkson kicks to LeBron. Over Stevenson. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 3 points. Nice bucket there from LeBron.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plan.
Now here's Booker, and stolen by Love. Smith outside. He feeds it to James. Back to Smith for the tie. It's rebounded by Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Joseph has an open look. No good on the triple. Cleveland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Offensive rebound, Nance. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And it's now only a 1-point Pacer lead. 52 seconds left in the third. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
Man, entertaining to watch the way Oladipo finishes around the basket. I mean, he's close to the bucket. He's dropping the hammer.
Now here's Love. 10 points for him. On the wing, James. They get it back. Here's Clarkson. And there's the feed to James. And yes, it's good. James has got 36.
And he's having one of those nights. LeBron putting on a show.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. There's a good screen. Oladipo outside. Misses. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Pacers lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Indiana leading. Smith is the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Hands out there with Kevin Love. And it's Clarkson in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now here's Oladipo. It's taken away by Smith. Feeds it to Nance. Over Stevenson. Nance, no good. The Pacers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And Joseph kicks to Oladipo. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Hodneyhood's checked in for LeBron. The Pacers also with a sub. Collison's out there. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. Over Love. Sabonis, no good. Cavaliers trailing. Now Clarkson to the paint. And here's Smith. Nance outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good for 3. Joseph with the rebound. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Young sets a screen for Oladipo. Back to Joseph. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
Yeah, he just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
Green, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Hill comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And a change for the Pacers. Turner's checked in. Now here is Hill. Green, the screen. Outside Hill. To tie it up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Outside Collison. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Sensing the opportunity there, Collison sneaking inside for the finish.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Collison. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Nance a screen on Collison. Steps back and fires. Hill, no good. And the Pacers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. There's the 3. Collison, no good. The Cavaliers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Hill dishes to Green. Pick up by Hill. Here's the floater, and it's sent back by Turner. Fast break. Here comes Indiana from past the arc, and it's Collison that time on the assist from Joseph. And that's now 18 points for Collison.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Hill kicks to Smith. Sinks that one from the post.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Here's Young. J.R. Smith making his last shot. And again, it's Indiana converting.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Hood. That one goes. Count it.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And Joseph kicks to Young. Inside. It's stolen by Hill. Screen by Smith. Hill kicks to Smith. Lock at 6. He dishes it to Green. Over Young. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Green.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Now here's Joseph. And Oladipo kicks to Joseph. No good. In and out. Off the rim.
Like the shot selection. They couldn't cash in with no defense in the area, but still, they'll take that shot every day and for a month of Sunday.
Here's Hood. Green, the screen. It's back to Hill. Hood for 3. And it's Hood again missing. Pacers leading by 4. Collison with it. Now guarded by Hood. And it's Joseph in the corner. Collison with the screen for Young. Down low. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And I tell you what, Collison, very tough to contain because he's so fast. An excellent foul shooter as well. You can't give him any cheap ones.
Two shots.
That's good from Collison. Bogdanovich has checked in for Joseph. Collison hits them both. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Hill passes to Nance. Nance a screen on Oladipo. Here's Hood, and it's sent back by Turner. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Boy, that's some hard work being done inside by Oladipo, earning a trip to the line with his physicality in the paint.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops. Oladipo hits them both. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Hill dishes to Nance. Pick up by Hill. Hood for 3. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Young outside. Bogdanovich against Smith. The kick out to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Nance. Kicks it to Green. Smith with it. Over Bogdanovich. And it's Smith missing. Pacers leading by 5. Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Right side Turner. Over Nance. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Smith, plenty of room to knock down the shot. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
Collison kicks to Young. Poked away. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Turner with the screen for Bogdanovich. Over Green. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Hood for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Collison's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Turner with the screen. A try by Collison, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. For the Cavaliers, Love comes in for Jeff Green. And James subbed in for Smith. He's off on the second.
But making it a 2-possession game was what was important on that trip to the line.
Hood gets the bucket.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pacers have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Collison with a screen on Hill. Here's Bogdanovich. They double him with Love. Bogdanovich left side. Pass to Young. Turner with the screen. Off the pick. He gets it in there. And it's now 23 points for Thaddeus Young.
Well, ideally, you'd like Young to be playing closer to the basket, but I tell you what, if he's going to make that shot, he'll gladly take it.
Here's Hood. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Oladipo. 3-on-3. Collison with it. He's picked up by Hill. Bogdanovich passes to Collison. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
That's all willpower and fight right there. Darren Collison finishing amidst the tall timber. Well done.
On the wing, James. The kick out to Hill. Love with the screen on Collison. Hill dishes to Love. And it's off from three-point range. Pacers leading by 5. And Bogdanovich kicks to Turner. Bucket is good. Turner's got 11 in the second half.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
LeBron passes to Hood. Nance a screen. Charity stripe shot. It's rebounded by Indiana. Young's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Collison. They grab their own miss. Count that one. And now it's a 9-point Indiana lead.
I tell you, Thaddeus Young flowing and glowing, making it happen. Do it, young fella. Get busy.
Now here's Hood. It's back to Hill. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Over Oladipo. Got a piece of it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Love.
Two shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. Green, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the second of 2 is good. That will push the lead to double digits. Cleveland now, time running out. Good, setting the pick for Hill. Bogdanovich against LeBron. Over in the corner, Green. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 10 points for Jeff Green.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Turner with the screen. Over Love. The shot by Turner, no good. Cleveland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And Oladipo really clever at how he leaks out. I mean, seeing the court extremely well and creating an easy opportunity for himself thanks to that speed and recognition.
Now here's Hood. LeBron kicks to Love. Doubled by Collison. On the wing, James. Just 5 to shoot. Hill has the open look. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And you look at George Hill, his three-point shot, very reliable. A proficient scorer from behind the arc.
Turner with the screen. To the inside. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now. Up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 8. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. .43 seconds left in the game. Layup off the pick. And the layup good by Love.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And it's the Pacers' ball. They've led by as much as 10. Outside Collison. Screen by Young. Turner with the screen for Collison. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on LeBron James.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're down by 8. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The three from Hill. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oftentimes, if a game is close, Hill just rises to the occasion. An outstanding player who doesn't shy away from those big game moments.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
No time to waste at all. Got to let it go fast.
Trains it from downtown.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Hey, I think that should do it. You know, got to give him credit. He came through when it mattered most.
And here's James outside. Knocks down the trifecta.
Man, you like this intelligence he plays with. You got to respect that. Gets to his spots and scores efficiently.
And the Pacers call time here. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
Just we're pretty good. We play great together. You know, and we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.